What in God's name is going on in here?
110, episode 110, man. It's gonna be the Star Wars episode. So when this one drops, it'll be May 6th. We just missed May the 4th by a couple of days. But May the 6th, you can either say May the 6th or May the Sith or May Return of the 6th. Which the way they have it is, if you're acknowledging Return of the Jedi was the sixth episode in the series, and then the Sith was, of course, the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, with Darth Maul with the double-sided sword thing. So, but that's just the nerd in me. I love Star Wars. Like I said, you know this. We had past episodes about this shit where we talked about it and said which one our best episode was, and all that bullshit.
Did you call it a sword thing?
Sword thing, like the saber, the sabre. But yeah, Star Wars episode, man. We're gonna get into it, and but before I start going, getting nutty with my shit and getting squirrely, we'll start with the tunes. 2010 tunes. What you got? Is it tough?
It was not good, but there are some that I actually really like. One of my absolute favorite songs that everybody in this room is about to make fun of me about.
Mm-hmm.
Still one of my favorite songs.
Mm-hmm.
Baby by Justin Bieber.
No, that was a good. No, I mean, you got to give it to him. I mean, like he came from YouTube and all that bullshit. Like he did the real way, man. He was the real deal.
Biebs?
And then the Biebs, man.
I like
and
the
then,
Biebs.
And then I felt
he's
bad.
old enough now for me to like him.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He's old as shit. Dude, I really felt bad for when he lost and his eye went out and shit. Like
know.
his paralysis on the, was it right side? Or I don't know if it was right or left. I can't
He was
remember.
so strokey.
But his eye was all.
He has a lazy eye now?
He used to.
No,
but he came out of
sort
it.
of, I
Like
forgot what it was called.
kind of disease, huh?
Like his mouth dropped.
Yeah,
and
like
his
a stroke.
Eye. It was
Yeah.
like a mini stroke.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, man. It was bad for a while.
Bell's palsy. That's
what it
it's
was.
called.
Yeah. And he had an issue for a while. Like he
Came back.
I would blink slow, but he fixed it. It all came back. And but anyway, I remember when he came out, man. That fucking haircut. Remember?
No Diddy.
The fucking no Diddy. That big ass haircut with the fucking swoop. That was big, dude. That was big. It was like a fantastic chili bowl. It was like huge. It was like with the swirly whirly on the top.
I used to make fun of my friend for liking him during that time.
Oh, it was a good.
But now I listen to him.
Well, he's good now.
Stuff now is really good.
Oh
Really
yeah,
good.
for sure. I remember when his shit, that tune on TikTok was big. Was it Stay? I think it was Stay. TikTok,
Yeah,
the big song they use it all the
that
time.
Kid Leroy guy.
Yeah, that was a good tune. What else? What?
I also have California Girls and Teenage Dream from Katy Perry.
Oh, Katy Perry. Yeah, that was good times.
Love me some Katy
Yeah,
Perry.
that was good
Me
stuff
too.
there.
That's why I picked those.
Oh yeah. Did you have any other tunes?
Silly one.
Okay, so I came across the only reason why I brought this one up is because I had just an excuse to talk about Righteous Gemstones. Sugarland had a big hit called Stuck Like Glue. Heinous fucking song, but I just wanted to talk about, what's her name, that lady?
Jennifer Nettles.
Jennifer Nettles, yeah. She does have a,
I do like her on Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, she's hilarious. But like it or not, she has a unique voice. Like the singing voice is very unique.
Oh, let my mom talk about it. She'll mimic her voice and it's hilarious because it's bad.
Yeah, that Stuck Like Glue song. That's when I saw. That's when I was listening to music, country music a lot with Dad. We were working a lot together, and it was just like, man, this doesn't sound like country anymore, because it was like she had like a rap part in there. I was like, oof, this is rough. And but yeah, if you check that song out,
That was a good segue into one of my little topics.
What's that?
That it's not country anymore.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, hang on, give 1 second, and then we'll get it. No, go ahead. Go for it.
It's a good segue.
Go ahead.
Apparently, Jason Aldean refused a $20 million offer to duet a song with Beyonce on Cowboy Carter.
He was no dice.
His quote is, "I wasn't about to put my name on that crap." Her husband was running all over Nashville trying to find country artists to lend credibility to her silly attempt at a country album.
Damn.
Oh, I like that.
Damn. You went for the throat,
I
man.
love that.
Damn, man.
That's
It's
good.
a
Not my town, huh?
garbage,
Was it? Not my town, huh?
Yeah.
That's
not
good.
my
Is that what he
town.
said? Not in my town. Yeah, no, he's he had some tunes, man. Like I probably said this on the show a ton of times. And one of my favorites, one of my favorite songs that he does is "Flyover States," and that's one of my favorite songs, because he's talking about the working class man. I love that
He's
shit.
a lot of
I love. Yeah, he's got a ton of hits. But I'm saying, but that's like one that sticks out to me the most. But yeah, he doesn't take kindly to bullshit. You know, he's kind of straight. He comes out and straight talks. These other things he came out to, and he was in. You know, like that time we talked about the Vegas shooting. He almost got shot up in Vegas, man. That Vegas shooter almost got his ass. I'm sure some people would have wanted that to happen, but I like the guy. He's a real good guy, man. Was that was the one you had the segue?
Yeah.
Okay, the segue.
I had to get that into. You said
So-
country, not country. So
Well, yeah, that's for sure. And then the other tune that I had, the last tune I had was Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias. Jesus.
Enrique.
Did he have the mole?
he had to have it removed because it was quote cancerous. I think he just got tired of people bitching about it and had it
Yeah,
lopped
that's
off.
exactly. Yeah.
And he was so headstrong about keeping it forever. He's like, that's part of my face.
Yeah,
But
you got to keep it. I mean, you got
I
to
think he
keep
just got sick of hearing
shit like
it, so-
that. Shit like that that's given to you by Jesus. You got to keep it, man. You got to save that stuff. You can't get rid of it. You got to.
Okay, so when something pops up on your face,
I know, but
what's gonna happen?
But if it's a sexy mole, it was a sexy mole because he was a sexy
It
guy.
was
No,
not
no,
a sexy. It was not a sexy mole.
hey,
as Vinny said, no Diddy, but it was saying no. But if it's a sexy mole, you keep it, man.
That wasn't sexy though.
Oh, I thought. I mean, he dated. What's her name?
yeah, the tennis player, right?
Yeah. What's her name?
So-
Man,
She was something else.
I would have had her licking all over that mole.
Oh,
Anna Kournikova.
Anna Kournikova.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that mole though.
Yeah, I know. And then,
She just looked past it.
well, she had more money than he did, so I don't think it was. I think she just liked him. She liked him for
Maybe
the
she
sexy
did,
mole.
but I still think she looked past the mole.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
She liked him in spite of the mole.
She liked that
The mole.
munties.
Yeah, the moldy. You know, he wasn't as sexy as
Monties.
he wasn't as sexy as his dad. His dad was like crazy. Do you remember his dad? No. Okay.
I mean, I know, but I don't even know.
Julio?
what he looks like.
Julio Iglesias.
Julio
He was like that
Iglesias.
70s sexy. He was like, it's always, the 70s sexy is always like you're sweaty and it's always like foggy and shit. Like that's the
Fur?
70s sexy. Yeah.
When, no, but when
yeah.
Enrique was big,
Yeah.
the whole thing was, do you like him or Ricky Martin? Like you had to pick a side, and I was
Ricky.
full on the wrong side because I picked Ricky Martin.
Yeah, he was on the wrong side
Is he
too.
still alive?
Yeah,
Ricky
yeah,
Martin?
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
I heard he passed or
No,
something.
no, not at all.
Or
What did he pass on?
Or did he just like what happened? Like he was in the media like not too long ago.
What?
Is it because he's like full blown like out of the closet?
Yeah,
now?
he came all the way out.
Full-blown
Yeah.
AIDS.
Yeah, he came out. Yeah, he came all the way. He came all the way. He
He came
stepped
all
out,
the
man.
way. That's why I asked what he died.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
He's
Oh,
he's still
Menudo.
alive. He was on stage with somebody recently, and he was with Madonna on stage. She was doing a concert. And he was with Madonna, and he was on stage, and she had lady dancers and shit, and then
He was on stage with Jigsaw?
Yeah, and then there
Yeah.
was dudes grinding on him, like her dancers, her backup dancers were grinding. Dudes were grinding on him, and he got up and he had to walk out. He walked out like that because
He had a boner.
he had a chub. He had to walk out like that because the dancers gave him a chub, like the male dancer. It was
Yeah.
just funny. It
The
was just
male dancers?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
'cause
was like
he's-
on his lap, like grinding, and then when he
He's-
got up, he got a boner.
He had to go like that. He had to pick it. He had to put the binder in front.
Oh my god.
Put the binder in front of the boner. But yeah, 2010 had a lot of ups and downs of movies, things that happening. Some of the ups and downs in the pop culture was I like that 127-hour movie. The guy chopped his arm off.
It was not
That was
bad.
good. Yeah,
It was
did
bad.
you see that? It had
It was James Franco, right?
James Franco. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to cut his arm off.
Oh, you're
Remember
talking
that?
about
In
the
cave?
hiker?
Yeah, it went to
Yeah.
127 hours. That was good. I thought I was gonna hate it, but I actually enjoyed it, and I just recently saw that shit. I didn't even
Yeah.
see it when it came.
We
That was
watched it
2000.
not that long
Yeah, I
ago.
know. It's just pretty sad. But yeah, that's all. That was a pretty good movie. The other thing was Master Chef debuted. Did you want to use those? Was I stepping on your toes?
With the MasterChef you did, not 127 hours.
Okay.
Hey, am I doing movies or are you doing
Oh
movies?
no, go ahead then. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
MasterChef.
No, Master Shifu. Yeah, Master. We
ahead.
always say Master Shifu. But yeah, Ramsey was. It kind of because he had Hell's Kitchen for so long, and that kind of ran its course. Hell's Kitchen. So when they did Master Chef, I thought that was very innovative, and it was a good show. It's a good show. It's still going on now. They got like kids Master
Yeah.
Chef now. Shit, you got
People
kids
don't like it though because he's not mean on that one.
on Master Chef.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he's still.
No,
pissy.
he's not like he's on Hell's Kitchen.
No,
'Cause
yeah,
he's
Hell's-
He had to
actually-
tone it down a little bit. Can't be
Yeah.
yelling at them kids.
Well, no, because
Yeah.
like Master Chef, he's actually supposed to be teaching.
Yeah, he's
you
like
how to cook.
he's
At Hell's Kitchen, you should already know.
like mentoring kind of thing.
Yeah, so he's not as hateful.
What is this? Take stuff out of my throat. On the ground.
he always had the pencil.
I
Throw the
love when he
pencil.
throws food at people.
Do you have movies? Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt. Yeah.
Oh, movies.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have two that you love.
Okay, perfect.
Easy A.
Oof. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
calm down. And
He
the
said,
"Oof."
other guys.
Ah, the other guys, dude. Fucking amazing, dude.
Stupid ass.
That's Peterhead's in that.
Yeah, I know he is. I know he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. There was he's pretty good in that movie. I liked him. He was
Yeah.
pretty funny in that movie.
And Wahlberg.
Yeah, Wahlberg, dude.
Will Ferrell.
Pharrell.
Pharrell, Will Ferrell.
Gator don't play.
Gator don't play no shit. Damn it, what was it?
Oh, in what's the little guy's name? Kevin Hart.
Mm-mm.
He's in it too, huh?
No, I don't think so.
So
No.
who's the Rock's? I can't remember who the Rock's partner was.
Oh, yeah, Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson.
that who it
partner.
was?
Yeah, his partner.
Okay,
yeah. Him and so the other guy's one of my favorites. Easy A. That's when I found out. I didn't know she had it, but she had a lisp because there was a scene where they got close up on her. It was like close up on her mouth, and she was like lisping, and I was like, I didn't know she had a lisp. But whatever. Didn't She's still
We overcome things like that.
she can do no wrong. Emma Stone can do no wrong. Just in poor things, I still feel bad. I'm still traumatized. It hurts me. It still hurts me. But what else? Any other movies? That was it?
I have Tangled.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like the horse.
The horse. Yeah.
The horse is awesome in that movie.
And Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland.
I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that.
I love that one.
I liked.
I like Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed. What's her name with the big head?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter. She was great, man.
The big head.
She was awesome, man. I have a thing for her.
That's
she
his
was,
wife, isn't it?
It
Or
was.
was
It
his
was.
wife.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Tim Burton's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a thing for her because, like I said, especially in Dark Shadows,
Yeah.
the movie Dark Shadows, and also in the
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. Yes, Sweeney Todd. I liked her in those movies.
So does he not cast her anymore, or does he still cast her?
I think he does because they have a good relationship. They live next door to each other.
That's right. That's right.
They
I never
don't.
said
It
that.
wasn't like.
It wasn't.
bad.
It wasn't vicious.
Yeah.
It wasn't vicious at all.
That's good.
Yeah. No. And
Yeah,
also-
because I think Alice in Wonderland. I think they were already separated when they did Alice in Wonderland.
oh, were they?
He
think
he
so.
would
Okay.
he would cast her like Rob Zombie would cast.
Oh, dude,
okay,
that's bad
Sherry
mistake.
Moon.
It's a
Yeah,
mistake.
there's a big difference
One
there.
can act.
Oh, one
She-
can act.
one-
Yeah,
She can act.
Yeah, one can act.
But
she
no.
deserved the role.
Yeah, the other one
Sherry
can't
Moon
act.
Zombie's trash.
She's terrible, man.
but that's what's crazy is like
Oh.
you cast your wife because like you're like
Yeah.
oh okay.
Just throw her in there. Throw her in the mix there. No, speaking of that, that was another perfect segue. Scary movies, things like that. Movies kind of like that, like Rob Zombie movies, kind of like Terrifier. We watched this new movie. What was it called? Low Lives.
Low life.
We watched Low Lives the other night, and it was a recommendation from a person somebody you talked to online, right, or somebody, or
Yeah,
just you
just a
saw,
page I
just
follow
like
on
this guy
TikTok.
she follows, and he said if you're into Terrifier, you're into shit like that, check this movie out. It's called Low Lives, and you might like it. We need to take a look at it. It's on Tubi, right?
Tubi.
Yeah, it's free on Tubi. And it's pretty good, man. It's pretty creepy. Excuse me. It's a lot of twists and turns. You look at it when you start it off, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, I've seen this horror movie 1,000 times. This is typical." But then it takes a lot of twisties and turns. But it's good though. There's a lot of bloodshed. There's some pretty good kills and shit. But take a look at it if you haven't. If you have time, take a look at Low Lives. That's a good one. I enjoyed it. It was good. I wouldn't watch it. It's not one of those that I would watch again and again. But it was entertaining. It was good for what it was. Just to kind of kill some time. It's not that long either.
I was
I
gonna bring you
finished
guys
it.
a magazine. Did you ever read Fangor?
Yeah. I used to love that. I used to love seeing that at the corner store and
Yeah.
shit, and checking it out, thumbing through it and shit,
It's pretty cool.
watching all the special effects and shit, how they do shit, and that's where I saw how they did Face of the Death, how they did the monkey, when they eat the monkey's brains on Face of the Death. It was all bullshit. It was all staged and shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, it wasn't real. Yeah,
Oh, man.
it wasn't real. Yeah,
I saw that when I first moved here. You're telling me
yeah,
it's fake?
it was not real. Yeah,
Are you
It's fake-
sure?
I was traumatized.
Positive. Fangoria blew the lid. They pulled the curtain back.
That traumatized me for years.
It wasn't real.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't real. The ones that were real, I think the ones that were real were like when they showed like the wrecks and shit. I think when they showed like the car wrecks and
Oh,
shit.
that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, but I think that's what they were just trying to,
That's
shock
crazy.
factor. Yeah.
Crazy.
Anything else in the movies?
No.
No, that was it. All right.
I'm
So
all good.
some other just tidbits in pop culture during that time in 2010 was, like I said, Master Chef. The other thing was Black Swan came out that year.
I love
Black Swan.
that
That's
movie.
creepy ass movie. Did you ever see Black Swan?
Yeah, I did.
Oof, that was a good movie, man.
Of course he did.
Oh yeah. Well, that was Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Natalie Portman.
that Natalie Portman, yeah, Star Wars thing that kind of
Star
sticks
Wars,
with the Star
yeah,
Wars
yeah.
shit. She was, I remember on the Osbournes, Jack Osbourne. Jesus Christ, I talk. Jacques. That works too. Jacques. He's
Jacques
fancy.
He's French
Osborne.
now. Jacques Osborne.
Oh.
Yeah, him. He had obsessed with Portman, Natalie Portman. He was obsessed with her.
She's pretty.
Oh yeah, even now, dude. Like now.
I don't think in Star Wars she was doing the same stuff she was doing in Black Swan.
Oh no, I don't think so either, dude. I don't think so either.
I'll tell you about that, huh? Like
What's that?
that Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley in the Star Wars movies. They were the same.
Keira Knightley, I
They were
don't know
Princess
her.
what's her name? Princess Tatooine. No, that's where they're from.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Um,
What the hell was her name in the freaking Star Wars?
you talking about Portman or?
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Damn, I'm drawing a blank, dude. Jesus Christ, can't believe this.
Darth Vader's freaking wife.
Leia or no?
No, Leia's the kid.
No, I know the kid. Yeah, I forgot.
What was her name?
Damn, I'm drawing a blank here. While we try to figure that out, I'll say so. Come back to that shit. Is Star Wars now? I can't even fucking think of her name. Black Swan. That was a good one. It was creepy.
Padma?
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Black Swan came out. That was dark and creepy. And then iPads were introduced. iPads first came out in 2010. iPads were big iPhones without the phone call and a shitty camera. So that iPad's what the iPad was. But people use those for like to read and shit because it was like. And then right after that, the Kindle came out. Remember the Kindle? And the Kindle, you could read it in the day, in the sunlight because it wouldn't reflect. Like the iPad was shitty in the daytime, like outside in the sun. You couldn't read it or see it. So the iPad came out.
I don't even think. Do people even still use Kindles?
I don't
or
think so.
read
Well,
off of
maybe
off of tablets or anything.
I know that.
I know a couple people.
I know that. What you call it? The audiobooks are huge, man. Like well, you know, like people just put their earbuds in and shit and listen to shit that way. I mean, that's how I do it most
I feel
of
like
the time.
I'm 5. I'm like, I don't need somebody to read a damn book to me.
Hey,
Oh no, but if you're
you
doing
speak
shit
for yourself,
Yeah, I don't
especially if
like
you're doing
it.
shit, like if you're doing something like,
or if you can't read.
well, yeah, that too. I can't.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different problem.
I have
but
I have the dyslexia where it is backwards and shit, the words and shit.
You can
so.
still read.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, but I gotta read it like 100 times to stick in there. I gotta read the shit.
Hey, like I told Caden, I was like, you better keep up with reading and schoolwork. You're gonna end up like Simple Jack.
You went too far though. He went too far. Yeah, he went past the retard thing. But yeah, like I said, I always take Johnny. I'm sure it's not Johnny Knoxville's advice, but this the advice Johnny Knoxville gave. You're gonna be dumb. You better be tough. So if you're gonna be fucking stupid, you better be able to take a punch and be a piece of shit like me. Anyway, iPads came out. Angry Birds came out. The little game shit. People were obsessed with Angry Birds and shit. I'm obsessed with even to this day, I'm still obsessed with Candy Crush. Like that's my thing to relax. Right before I go to bed, I play a couple of rounds of that Candy Crush, and that puts me to sleep. Like it
Really?
just relaxes.
I've heard that before.
It relaxes me.
Like
before.
I don't like that's what people do is they'll play little games and then they start getting sleepy.
Yeah.
I
I
do
fade out.
one. It's not Candy Crush. It's
Oh.
almost like Tetris, but you
yeah.
can't turn them.
Right.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
like that better, and it's just like endless. There's not levels. Or
Yeah, it's
crap
just
like that.
it's just to
I
relax.
play
Yeah.
that constantly.
Yeah. So I do, so fucking Angry Birds, and they had the fucking movie, that bullshit. It got big. That shit was huge. But I never got into the Angry Birds game. I never got into it. The other, what else I think? That was the year. Excuse me. That was the year Lady Gaga came out with the meat dress. That was a popular. The meat dress was all. People were offended and shit. It was actually meat too.
Yeah.
It was actually meat.
They say that was a ritual.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
dumb.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Mm.
Oh
Fucking
yeah, I forgot she's
the
whatever.
eye. Whatever.
Yeah,
the fucking
bro.
the eye. All-seeing eye and shit. Yeah, conspiracies and whatnot. But yeah, man, that was the pop culture at that time, man. Was all those good things going on? What?
That was a good segue into one of my other little things.
The,
Conspiracies.
Man, we're
what
once
was
I
it?
sign this contract, we all getting segues.
I know, dude. We're gonna get sick. I'm gonna eat shit like most people do on those segways because those things. I don't know how they work. You lean back. I don't know how they work. I don't know. What you got? What is a conspiracy theory?
Apparently, Caitlyn Jenner
Oh,
says
touchy.
that they
Yeah.
came out and
Yeah.
confessed. Says that OJ confessed
On the deathbed.
to him that he killed Nicole.
Oh damn! So Bruce got
No.
the drama, huh? Bruce
That's
got
what Bruce
Bruce got the
says.
tea, huh?
That's what Bruce says.
Damn.
Bruce, Caitlyn, whatever, whoever,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hell-
no,
whatever
no,
you want
yeah.
to call him.
No. I know. It's Bruce when he's trying to get out of that person he killed when he ran him over. He's Bruce.
But yeah,
and then,
so that's what he says. He said
That's
in an
interesting.
Interview.
That's the
that
conspiracy
OJ
shit.
confessed to him.
What's Kim's mom's name? Caitlyn
Chris?
or
Chris?
Chris?
Chris.
Yeah. She tried to
hot.
get back with him.
With Bruce?
Yeah.
What? No shit.
Yeah.
Bruce still has the parts. He didn't take them off. He kept
Yeah.
all his parts. He kept it all. He didn't banana split it. He kept it. He kept it all together. He kept it because he likes. He likes the ladies. Like it's weird.
Which I don't understand.
He likes ladies.
I
Like he don't fuck with
understand how
guys.
it
He likes
works,
chicks.
but-
Like he likes the ladies.
Well, he's gonna have problems because he's transgender, but he's obsessed with Donald Trump.
Yeah,
so
he's got a lot.
He's
There's
got-
a lot of
what-
shit there
He's gonna
going.
have a problem finding someone.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for
gonna
him.
tolerate both of those things.
Yeah, it's gonna be
This
that's
kid's
hard.
this Brody Does Brody still even like talk to him anymore?
I don't know.
You don't hear anything about Brody, huh?
DJ? Is that the DJ one, right?
I don't know.
I thought the one that was a DJ.
Yeah, Brody Jenner.
Was he?
He's
I'm
the
not
bro.
sure.
Okay.
He's a bro.
He's a bro.
Okay, yeah, you don't mess around with the. Am I having a stroke or the lights go dim?
There you
Okay,
go.
there is.
Man.
We got little storms over here. We got little storms.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's
If there's a wind or there's a fucking fart, the lights they tend to dim out. They tend to go. Whoop, they tend to dim out a little bit, man. But yeah,
That's
man.
a violent fart.
If it's the kind of rattle the chair, there's gonna be some problems. Yeah, there's some problems, man.
Is that thunder or fart?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
Like
And then you smell it.
Yeah,
Oh.
like I said, the best ones come from the fucking the old McDonald's bench seats. Those you can rattle some shit. You can rat-a-tat-tat those
They
suckers.
were hard.
Yeah, because they were hollow, man. They were hollow, so you could pop it. You know, you could pop a good one in there. But yeah, man, fucking. So yeah, of course, we'll get into the Star Wars stuff for a minute. I just wanna
Don't be in the wrong neighborhood when that shit happens.
Oh yeah, fucking everybody get down. Everybody hit the ground and shit.
I just had an image of both of y'all riding on one of those little fry kids.
The
Fry
fried kids.
Kids?
The little.
And they went
Hey,
back and forth.
those-
Don't let us find one.
We got it.
They had them. I saw them on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody had a couple of them for sale.
Damn.
Little fry kids.
A couple $100 or something like that?
Yeah.
Probably. What was that thing? There was somebody. Yeah. You got to tat it up, dude. Tat. What was it? There was, I forgot who we were watching. They were looking for that pet monster, huh?
My pet monster?
Yeah, dude. You know how much they go for right now?
Probably like 400.
Yeah, it's like
Six.
$600, dude. Yeah,
Six.
with the chain though. Gotta have the chain.
I found
Chain.
one for It was Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
I found one, and it
In
had
mint-
2 pairs
in the
of
box?
cuffs. It wasn't in the box, but it was
Oh.
like mint condition. It was $600.
Jesus Christ, because he's.
I want one of the Mad
And
Balls.
I asked Basement Brian.
Oh, did he have one?
He didn't. He said, I just sold one.
Oh, I remember Basement Brian. Total Toys.
I wrote him.
What? Oh, the pet monster. Oh yeah, the pet monster. Yeah. Because
Anyway, I asked him, and he said, I just sold one.
Yeah.
He's like, they're getting harder and harder to
we
find.
need to get him back on the show. We need to get him,
Yeah.
Brian, back on the show, man.
Yeah,
I
I
miss
asked
Brian,
him.
man. Our Michigan correspondent up there. We got to talk to him. Our 8 Mile correspondent,
Basement Brian.
Basement Brian. We miss him. The other thing I was gonna get into before we get into the Star Wars show, I wanted to get into one more thing. It was funny, and they were, from time to time, dude. Like I said, I know Jennifer and Angel like me when I say this. When I say this is not a political show, but I like to say. We do watch a lot of fucking. As of late, I've watched a lot of Bill Maher as of late, just because he's interesting. I think he's a funny cat, and he's got his way about him, and he's interesting. And he had JFK on there, the new JFK. He's running for as an independent because it's election time. So I like to stay up on what's going on, what the fuck's going on, and so JFK was on there, and not the Dallas one that we not the Dallas mess, but JFK, the new one. Anyway. He was on and he was talking about his thing and about his top, his what he sees for the future, and he's gonna run as an independent. He can't fuck with the left anymore. He used to be like all his families, they're all leftists and liberals. He was, but I can't do that anymore because I got to be in the center because I don't see it's not black and white for me anymore. So anyway, they talked to him. He was a good chat. That was a good chat. Bill Maher had a good chat with him, and then they had the panel, of course, and that Don Lemon. I don't know if you know Don Lemon is people the ones and Don Lemon. He's an anchor. He's a black gentleman, an anchor on CNN, Don Lemon, and he's a gay gentleman, which who gives a shit. But he was on the panel. They were talking to him, and Bill Maher were talking to him, and Bill Maher they were talking about this and that, and Bill and because what was the topic they were talking about? That it was kind of because all the protesting going on at the college campuses right now because of the Hamas and Israel. Look, there's protesting going on, then. There's like SWAT teams and shit going down to the college campuses like Princeton, all the Ivy League schools and shit because there's camping. Yeah, they got camping and shit and whatnot. So anyway, that Don Lemon guy, the black gentleman, the gay black gentleman, he was like, he was talking to him. He was telling Bill Maher, he's like, as a minority, when I'm in, he said when I'm in a certain place, I'm in an unsafe space, and Bill Maher, because he's black and he's gay, he goes, I feel like I'm in an unsafe space a lot. And Bill Maher is like, dude, the fuck are you talking about? Like, he took him to task. He was like asking him, what do you mean by that? He's like, well, when I'm in a room, I look at the room, and if I'm the only black guy in there, I feel unsafe. And Bill Maher's like, dude, it's just 3 of us in this fucking room. It's like, it's just me and you and me and another guy. But it was just weird how like, that's unsafe now. Like, dude, you're just you're just another fucking guy in the room. Like, just because you're a black guy and you're gay, who gives a shit? Like, I don't care about that. Like, I wouldn't even think about that shit. You know, it's so weird the shit people put in their head.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
it's weird.
understand the mentality.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
said,
get it. It's just
if
like
I
you're just
go
a
in
dude.
a room and I'm the only fat person,
Yeah.
I'm not like, I'm unsafe.
I'm the only fat person. I'm
No, I'm
unsafe.
the only fat bitch in the room. What's your point?
Yeah, like who cares,
I mean,
dude?
that's
It was just
that's
weird.
ridiculous.
But it's just I know I enjoy. That's why I enjoy Bill Maher because as of late, he takes his own to task. Like he takes his own side, like the left. He takes because he's a left, liberal, and he takes his side to task. And he calls him out. He's like, "Dude, what are you talking? What are you bitching about? You know, you're a successful black man. You know, what are you complaining? You know, like you're not complaining, but what are you saying? Like I don't understand what you're saying because we're all equal here. We're all men. We're all equal here. So there's no issue there." But
played the victim card.
yeah. It's like, dude, you're successful as shit. You're on CNN, like
Yeah.
you're a big fucking paid guy, like you're big time, dude. Don Lemon, if you Google him, he comes up right away because he's big time. I don't care for him, not because it's politics. I just don't care for him, and he's full of shit on some things. But anyway, there was the other guy that was on there. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Professor G. He's a professor from some fancy ass college. I can't remember at the moment. But they were talking to him, and Bill Maher asked him. Because they were talking about how this generation, the new generation, like our sons, not our sons, but I guess was like the 20s maybe? In the 20s, right?
Well,
like the 20s,
yeah,
like people in
about
the early
18,
20s.
yeah.
That they're not interested in sex. And I think we probably talked about the show. They're not, but they kind of hit it again on this episode. That they're not interested in sex, and some that age group haven't had sex in years, and they don't really give a shit because they have their phone, they have their screen, they don't give a shit. And that professor is like, nothing wonderful is going to come from that screen, man. You need to get out there and talk to people. He goes, you got to get out there and talk and interact and shit. He goes, I go to fucking bars. He goes, I go to bars. I'm a professor. I go to bars all the time. And even that young generation is on their fucking phone at the bar. Like they're not interacting. Like, they go on apps to meet somebody and shit. Like they don't actually go and meet.
And they don't ever meet them in person.
Yeah.
It's instant.
Yeah, and then he said the other thing is he goes that he was saying his conclusion was like, they're afraid of rejection, and he goes, "Who gives a shit?" He goes, "This new generation is have a couple beers, have a couple of drinks, get loose, make some bad decisions, and enjoy fucking life, dude. Like you gotta get out there and enjoy life, man." But sex is down and kids are down. People don't want to have kids and shit, which is fine. I mean, that's your call. I mean, Bill Maher doesn't even have kids, so who gives a shit? But the thing is just like he was just like, you got to get out there and make some interaction. Get involved with people and shit. And
I told Caden, I was like, hey man, check out these cool motorcycles. And I threw him an issue of Easy Rider from 1994.
Some cheeks in there? Some cheeky?
And I was like, and he's like, huh? Check out these cool motorcycles.
Yeah. There's gonna be some extra parts in there. Some good parts. Yeah, man, but it was just funny. I just came across that, and I was just like, I always find Bill Maher interesting. He's always witty. He's always got a nice thing. And I always liked his wit, man. He's really quick. He's a dick, he's real funny. And I enjoy him from time to time. Like I said, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that just has to watch what I'm into. Like the side that I'm on, I gotta watch that side. I don't do that.
Bill
shit.
Maher
I don't
is
do that
something
shit.
else, man. Like when he interviewed a wrestler.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and they tore into him. They legit tore into him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I think it was Bret Hart that he interviewed.
Oh damn.
And Sting. Yeah, Bret Hart and Sting, and he was pretty much like trying to clown the yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's not cool.
that didn't happen, man. They shut him down
I
real
don't-
quick,
I don't blame
and
him,
you
dude.
could see the nervousness in his fucking face.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like I said, he's a witty guy, but yeah, sometimes he can be overbearing and a dick. Sometimes he pretentious dick, and sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
and then that he tried to be that guy, and they shut him down
not
real
with those
fast.
guys. Because those guys are from the fucking hard knocks, man. They don't take no shit. They've seen life and experienced life from the hard side. They haven't been
Yeah,
given
it was
handed
crazy
to them. Yeah, but yeah, so that was one of the things that just in that technology and all that shit kind of with that technology, the phones, saying put the fucking phone down, go experience life, and it got me to Wendy's is going to start doing drive-through with AI. Like there's not going to be a person taking the orders no more. And they showed like it's in Florida. I think the Florida is the first one that they're doing where it's an AI taking your order and it tells you welcome to Wendy's, take your order and shit. There's not a person taking your order no more, and it goes from that from there to the I guess the screen where they make the food and shit. But you don't talk to a person anymore. There's no more person. So
Shouldn't have been bitching about how much you were getting paid. Now you don't have a job at
Well,
all.
yeah, because that's what they're gonna do. That's all they're gonna do is
That's all
figure
they
it out.
did. They
Oh,
wanted
speaking of
$50 an hour to work at McDonald's.
Yeah, no
Now you
shit.
don't have a job.
$20 an hour.
20,
in Cali.
man. Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. Who was it that did that? Somebody bailed out. Mod Pizza. I went to talk about that last week. Mod Pizza. There was some kind of rule in California was talking about that where they're gonna up it up like $20 an hour, the minimum wage, and Mod I don't know what they did. They jumped out or something like that, and they got out of. I forgot exactly what happened, but they were out of the scene, man, because they were like, "We're not gonna pay motherfuckers $20 an hour. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that." But yeah, Wendy's is in Florida is the first one experimenting with the AI taking your order, and there's not a person anymore.
Hey, so I read that Arizona tea.
Yeah,
Still 99 cents.
Still $1?
Yeah.
Damn, how do they do that?
Well, what they did was like it's still 99 cents, and what they did with the cost of aluminum and everything, going up.
Yeah.
They just took they bit the bullet to continue selling their tea for $99.
They lose a little bit. They're okay with it.
Yeah, they're okay with it.
Well,
But
yeah,
they're making shit tons of money because it's still people are still buying it, right?
Yeah.
it's popular, man. I know.
I love the green tea.
The green tea's the shit. Yeah,
So
green
good.
tea's the shit. And
It's not like $1.09. That's probably with tax, but but it's still 99 cents.
I like
Unlike the 99-cent store, they closed all their doors.
Oh yeah, 9 cent
Yeah.
store, and then I think Red Lobster too. Red Lobster's going out of business. They're doing Chapter
Yep.
11 shit.
Yep,
Red
they're on
Lobster.
their way out,
Yeah.
Why are they filing for bankruptcy though?
Nobody goes there anymore. Oh, just like another thing too was another thing that came up about another restaurant was Olive Garden. Olive Garden's getting to the point where it's considered a upscale restaurant because working class people can't afford to go there like anymore. Like working class folks can't afford to go to Olive Garden.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The same argument is said for Olive Garden as said for Red Lobster. What's the best thing at Red Lobster? The cheddar biscuits. Nobody ever says, I want to go there for the damn seafood.
No, but okay, yeah, but at the same
At
time,
Olive Garden, you go for the salad and breadsticks.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what they said the casual American family can't
It's
afford
upscale now.
it. Can't afford it, so it's considered upscale eating now.
because they
Olive
probably
Garden.
had to bump their prices.
Yeah, I'm
up.
sure they did. Yeah, it's like the
Because they used to have the all-you-can-eat spaghetti.
the salad and breadsticks. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know if that's still free, but I mean, I don't know what people. I thought the salad and the breadsticks were the shit. Like I could eat that
I
all
love
day.
the salad, but I think the breadsticks are garbage.
That's Caden's favorite restaurant. Like
Olive
that's
Garden?
where he would love to go for his
Yeah.
birthday all the time.
Olive Garden.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there's few. That's what it was. Because there's fewer middle class.
and he thought
lower
it was
class.
fancy.
Hey,
This is when he was little. Like
No,
he was
I mean-
like 10 years old. And he's like he thought that was fancy.
It feels fancy.
Put a fucking tux on and shit. There.
You know what? Now that you say that, I'm gonna take him and see what
Yeah,
you
and
cost.
I haven't been in a long ass time,
Yeah.
dude. I used to love it.
But-
I like it, but
I
I,
love it.
wouldn't call it upscale.
But the Red Lobster, like all you can eat shrimps. Right?
Yeah,
But okay, that's true. But the shrimp is basically the same quality as what you would get on like a shitty buffet.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you could go to Golden Corral and it's the same quality.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing, and I think
It's
that's
not like if you were going to like Maestros or Mistros, which is like ocean air.
right.
You
and
know what I
think
mean?
that's why it's like, well, if I really want seafood, I'm not going to Red Lobster.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You know,
Go to
So I
Good
think that's
Charlie's
fine.
instead.
Good Charlie, yeah. Good Charlie's, man. Good people, man. Good. Thank you, Good Charlie's, for everything y'all did for us this past a couple weekends ago. Good plug, Angel. Another thing to stay on the food kick there, McDonald's. I was telling you about this the other day, Jennifer. McDonald's in Indonesia, they will cater your wedding now, so you can get catered your wedding by McDonald's, man. It's
you have to get one of those birthday cakes.
yeah, they still make them, right?
Yeah.
The little sheet cakes.
Yeah.
Dude,
you can get the McDoubles
on the wedding,
at the wedding.
you can get whatever you want, man. They had the whole list. They
Some
got
hot and spices.
dude, fucking
Shit, yeah.
what you call it, nuggets, man? Fucking nuggets stacked like that. Dude.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that shit, dude?
I don't know if
Fucking-
I'm getting married again, but we'll see.
We need to get
We can
hits just
have that
because.
catered
Yeah.
a 52 event.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Like,
Where do they ship it from Indonesia?
yeah, no shit. It smell like, what did Dr. Dre say? Smell like Indonesia. That's what he said. I think
Dr. Dre,
Yeah, that right?
Indonesia.
What else, man?
It's funny.
Yeah, fucking McDonald's, man. They'll cater your fucking wedding, man. That's cool, man. I think that's neat. I mean, me being a kid at heart, man. I've always loved, if I ever did get, if me and Jennifer ever did get married, that's what we would do. It'd be fast food. It'd be fucking Jack in the Box tacos. It'd be, shout out to Johnny with the Taco Bell. What he always brought. Anytime there's a classy event or a gathering, Johnny's gonna bring a bag of 99-cent tacos. So yeah, but no, me. like I said, we did a wedding. It'd be catered by fucking.
If we did a
Jack.
wedding, it would be in Vegas. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
You getting married by Elvis?
Elvis. Oh yeah. They
By
started
a
doing it. Did they start doing
ridiculous
it, or did we?
Elvis. They said they were going
Okay.
to because Priscilla was being a bitch like she usually is, and so she didn't want them using his likeness. But they still do it. So I
Yeah,
guess.
I know. There's a couple that
But she
still do
doesn't
that.
own it anymore. It's his granddaughter now. So
God, that's
there's
insane. Now
you
that I
know,
think of it.
the homeless and shit. That's a weird fucking segue. But either way, fuck that segue. I do it how I want to do it here. We do how we want to, man. In Germany, there's a city in Germany, and for their homeless, they created these thermal insulated sleeping pods. So they're like little pods, They look like
That's
little,
how you know we're in the fucking future.
Yeah, they look like
You're
little,
getting sleeping pods in this
they're like
bitch
those. They look like
for the
little,
homeless.
little bitty dumpsters, but they're not, I didn't mean to put that thing together, but they're like little dumpsters. They look like how those little dumpsters look that you donate the clothes into.
oh, that's awesome.
Well, they're like that. They're kind of like that size, and they got a little hatch, and you go in there, and the homeless can sleep in there, and they're
Shit, I think I saw one sleeping in the freaking where you donate the
Yeah,
clothes.
they donate clothes, man.
So there's no incentive to go get a job or a place to
but
live
it-
because
but-
you can just crash on one of them little sleeping pods.
I was donating some clothes, pulled it down, and I saw a hand grab the bag, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Fucking sorting. What was it? What was the catch on that? Vinny brought up a good thing. What was it like at Salvation Army when they kicked the donation? They said they go through it first, like the workers go through it.
Yeah, the workers go through it.
Yeah. The workers go. They rummage through it, and then you get the shit.
But there's a big place, I think downtown, where people actually wait, and when they open the doors, because there's like in all the bins, you pay like so much money.
Oh, I want to go there.
I think you pay like $10 or
Yeah.
$20,
Really?
and you can go through all the bins and
You
just
dig
get
through
whatever
the
you want.
bins.
Oh shit!
I know.
So like,
That'd be. God damn, dude.
shoes.
Stroking out.
You get the first
I know.
shoes. You
Dude,
get first.
I'm a thrifter. I'll jump off in that bitch. I will dumpster dive.
But
if
that's
there's
what I'm
something good in
saying.
there.
Like it's in downtown.
No.
I've seen it numerous times to where like you wait and then you pay to get in,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
you
shit.
have access to all those bins.
Yeah, I've seen people like fighting, trying
Oh,
to
shit.
snatch
Yeah.
shit out
Really?
of people's hands
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
We need to go do that.
I know shit, right? It's like the big thing. Remember back in the day, the big thing was the big thing back in the day was buying the storage units, and like Storage Wars,
Yeah.
and buying the storage units. That was a shit, dude. I used to love that show, man. Yep.
One of them,
He died, right?
somebody did, but no, the one that we hated with his son.
Dave, Hester.
No,
Yeah.
Daryl.
Daryl. Him and his son they got one, and there was a dead body in it.
Oh shit!
It happened
Nice.
after the show was done filming,
off the air, yeah.
but there was a body in it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Speaking of that, we'll hop into it since we're there right now. I know we usually do your Glamour Goals gruesome segment, and I know we don't kind of pertaining to with the May the 4th, the Star Wars shit. You had one, right?
I have one.
It's because we don't have an actual serial killer or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, but I have a good death.
All right, that's gonna hurt.
It's not a good death for you, but it was a good death for me. I thought it was hilarious. So, I was never into Star Wars ever, but you made me go.
Yeah, I did.
And the first one I saw is when Kylo Ren was introduced.
Yeah.
Fell in love, obsessed immediately because I love him. And the best death was when he killed his dad on Solo.
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
I
whole
remember that.
movie theater went,
Yeah,
and I laughed.
Yeah, she
and it was not good.
Yeah, because you could tell all the other people that came, all the people that were in the theater were like my age, our age.
Oh,
and
they all died inside. You
everybody-
could hear it in the
when
room.
when it happened, everybody's like, everybody gasped at the same
I was
time.
like,
It was a trip. Like,
That I remember that, and I was like, "Damn!"
it was,
it
like,
was savage.
yeah, it was
yeah,
savage,
yeah,
definitely, yeah.
Because like you said, like he was my favorite.
oh yeah,
Like, because Caden's a big Star Wars, he's a big Star Wars nerd, and so I remember seeing the movies back in the back in the day.
oh yeah,
And so we picked up where for Caden,
yeah.
and we went to the theater and we watched that, and then all of a sudden, like Jen said, like he was my favorite character.
Oh yeah,
Like when he just came out and he was my favorite character.
yeah. See, Han Solo was a man, dude. Like Han Solo was the shit. Like he was a ladies' man. He didn't take no shit. He just did what he wanted. Man.
Because like when he did that, I was like, bye.
yeah, yeah.
Like I didn't even care because this badass just came in and just said,
My
done.
man took him out. Sorry.
Done.
Killed your
Yeah.
childhood.
yeah. So that was the trauma that traumatized me for a little bit there after
I
watching
liked
that one. Dude. That was weird,
I
man.
liked it.
But
I told you what I wanted to happen the whole time we were watching The Mandalorian, and because they were at that little village and shit. I wanted it to be where Kylo Ren came in and destroyed the village and killed Baby Yoda.
Kill that Baby Yoda. Yeah, was it?
That's what I would Grogu. That's what I wanted to happen. I knew it wouldn't, but that's
Grogu's the shit, man. Like I said,
but he even sound like when he would like talk.
Yeah.
In his mask, like he even sound fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kylo Ren.
Like,
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. He was like besides Darth Vader, he's like the coolest bad guy. Like he was like in that series. I think he had the best look and everything, and he was just weird. He had problems. He had like psychological. You know what I mean? Like he would show him because you could see his face.
I did not like the end though.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I didn't like that.
Spoiler
he
alert. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he turned to be good.
I didn't want that. I wanted him to kill Rey.
Well, he wasn't a bad guy. It was just, they made him look like he was bad.
But yeah, I mean,
Skywalker was a bitch.
He had to choose
and
he chose good.
Luke,
I didn't want that.
Luke lied about him. Luke lied on him.
Of course he did.
Luke lied on
him. Don't get me started on him.
Yeah,
okay?
Luke's a piece
He's
of
awful.
Shit. Yeah, I hate that motherfucker. TikTok, the whole TikTok ban is just supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. But the guy
yelled at last time when I told her he was banned.
I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I know that because what they want to do is like if it's gonna happen that way, they want somebody wants to buy it out, but the TikTok owner, I can't pronounce his name worth of shit. He goes, I'd rather shut it down to sell it than sell it to the U.S. He goes, so I'm gonna shut it down. If the shit passes, then I'm not selling shit to the.
So coming back to my conspiracy corner over here.
Shit, dude.
No, what they were saying is that like a lot of people think that the reason they're trying to shut it down is because a lot of people speak their mind on that, and the U.S. doesn't have any kind of
there's no boundaries.
There's no boundaries.
Yeah.
You can't because they don't own it.
No.
Right?
No.
So they can say anything they want. They can get people to listen to what they have to say because they have so much freedom of speech on TikTok. Yeah. And now, like, that's why the U.S. wants to ban it because there's no more. They can filter now what they want you to hear, like they do Facebook and all those other platforms.
What's that?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram,
so that's why that's why they want to ban it.
Speaking of banning, I think that was weird to me, and I found this out today or earlier, yesterday or earlier today. We found out when we were watching one of our favorite podcasts. And they couldn't say. They kept saying They said something and they blank it out.
Nudity.
What was it?
Saying pedestrian beep.
Yeah, they kept saying pedestrian is on the rise.
Beep is on the rise.
Is on the rise.
Like,
they kept
what?
pedestrian beep, and then finally they said it, and it's pedestrian suicide. If you say actually, I guess whatever. I'm too late now. I'm already saying
beep.
it. Beep.
You can't.
You can't say that on YouTube no more. You can't say because they said they were going to get demonetized. I mean, those guys are making thousands of dollars.
He started saying suicide.
Yeah, suicide. Yeah, because you can't say it's just weird, dude. The shit that you can't say now.
TikTok's the same way.
Yeah, unalive. Yeah,
you have to say unalive.
Yeah, unalive
they unalived themselves.
Yeah, so but that's just weird. Like I didn't know that until today when I was watching that guy, and he was just like when I was watching our podcast there, and they kept beeping it out. I was like, what the fuck are they doing, man? And but that's what it is. So
weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I understand if you're saying like a slur, but suicide is a.
It's just it
is a word and it is a thing.
It's a thing.
Why can't you say it? That's crazy.
And speaking of that, and speaking of censorship and talking shit online and Twitter and whatnot, X, Doja-Cat went online on X.
Doja-Cat.
And she's getting she's always Jennifer. You said she's always in the shit. She's always in trouble.
Always a problem.
But
she called her fans like scum and said they're pieces of shit.
Well, she's not. I think she like you want to go on a whole Doja-Cat rant, but like she's fucking stupid. Yeah. I think she's just doing it for shock value.
Oh sure. Well, I think most of those people do.
Yeah, but this time she got in some heat because she told she was talking shit to her audience, or she was online talking to her audience, telling them that I'm going to talk about dirty shit at my show, so stop bringing your kids to this. So you guys said leave those motherfuckers at home is what she said. Leave the motherfuckers at home, and stop bringing them to my show. She goes because I'm talking about sex. I'm talking about the nasty shits and splooging on people and shit. So she goes, don't bring your kids to this shit, man. So she got all kinds of fucking trouble, and there was just a debate on should she be able to tell her fans that it's her show, man. She can do what the fuck she wants, man.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Mistakes.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, it's like why can't she make her shows 18 and up? Sure, his shows were 18 and up.
And just women
shows were also women only.
Women only, yeah. Women only.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, women only. Yep. Who? There was
Oh,
another.
wow.
There was
So
another.
why can't she make her shows 18 and up? That way,
Because R. Kelly had him like that too, right?
maybe.
He had him probably 14.
Yeah, it's probably just give or take. Yeah, but no, he had it like that too. Where it's just strictly women, like it was a women's night, like kind of a thing, where because he's gonna grind on them and shit and bring them up on stage and shit.
But like I get it. Like you can I'm not mad at her for that.
No.
Because
not at all.
you had Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke was in there. You go to one of his concerts.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you might get
nasty.
You might get fucking shot on or something. And I don't mean gun.
Because it's
But
the thing that we talked about is you might not care about your kid hearing that kind of stuff, but it's uncomfortable to
for
her
the performer
to do it, and she looks down and there's a kid staring at her.
Yeah.
We
She's
went to
probably
a-
not comfortable with that.
Right, because we went to a comedy show one time in Dallas, and one of our favorite comedians. He was up there talking. He goes, "Oh fuck, there's a he was like, I thought this was supposed to be 18 and up because you could tell the kid was young, like probably 7. You could tell he's like 16 or 17. He's like, well, that's gonna that's gonna bother me all night because the shit that I'm gonna say I'm gonna be hesitant to say something now because there's a kid right there, So that's what it fucks them up, and I get it because they're trying to do it.
Then he had to leave.
And then they escorted the kid out. Yeah, but
Okay, so going back to that, like
yeah.
when I was Caden's age, like I was listening to Digital Underground, Sex Packets,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Now, okay, me and Kate in the car, he listens to a lot of West Coast, hip hop, right? Like old school, like
Sure.
Eazy-E,
Yeah, for sure. Me too. Yeah.
and
Love that shit.
Tupac.
Yeah.
He listens to a lot of that, but I guess when I was his age, like my dad wouldn't let me listen to that stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
But now, but I let him listen to it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But okay, disclaimer: when I tell him in the car, I tell him I'm like, hey, dude, this is entertainment. This is just music.
Yeah.
This is them just talking about entertainment and music and stuff like that.
Right.
And he's like, yo, I know, I get it. Like, I was like, they never went out and did this shit for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
But
shooting
also,
up the
would you
block
get-
and everything.
Would you get mad at an artist saying he can't come to one of
Yeah.
their shows?
I wouldn't get mad at it because I get it.
You know?
No, I totally get it.
Right.
You know?
So that's the thing. Yeah, whatever you let them. Dylan listens to shit he shouldn't listen to.
Yeah, but-
we all did it, but it's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna take him to certain things. you
Well,
know?
like we've gone to Rob Zombie concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when I was, like I said, when I was his age, my dad found, my freaking White Zombie CD, not Rob Zombie, White Zombie.
Yeah.
And he picked up the CD and it said Devil Music Volume 1, 666.
Hell yeah, dude.
And my dad's like, what the fuck are you listening
Yeah,
to?
right.
Like, you know what I mean? And he just grabbed that CD and chunked it out the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me and Caden's been listening to White Zombie since he was 10.
No,
You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just
Because
I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Going back to what Doja-Cat's doing.
Yeah.
I get it.
because like I said, to agree with you is I listened to when I was a kid I shouldn't have been listening to it. But I was Too Short, and he was talking about some
Oh
fucking
yeah, too
disgusting
short, for
shit.
Sure.
Yeah, and that was bad, dude. But and the thing about it, I wasn't traumatized by it, or I wasn't trying to say, well, let me go see what this is like. I just enjoyed the music. I enjoyed what he, just the sound and what he, just the
He was
music.
talking about pimping.
Yeah, dude, and it's just that I just enjoyed the music. Like I said, it had nothing to do with it. I wasn't gonna go out and act on it or anything like that. It's just music. It's just fun.
But like I said,
It's
I
fun.
get the comfort level from.
Oh
her.
yeah, as a performer, I get it,
You know,
man.
it's
I get
like
it.
it's like in this room. If there was a bunch of 5-year-olds sitting in front of you, you're not gonna say
What I'm
some
saying-
of the things that you
Yeah.
say
It makes me uncomfortable. But
because you'd be like, oh.
But the
you
thing
know?
about it is when Caden's here and Dylan's here, we're pretty carefree because the way I talk on here is the way I talk to him at home. So
Yeah.
there's nothing different.
Same, for sure.
But he's also your kid.
Yeah,
Like, you'd
but
be more careful around a kid. That's
Oh, yeah, for sure, not
Yeah,
mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a
you know,
stranger's kid.
for
you're not
sure.
gonna
Yeah,
No,
do that.
definitely for sure.
Nah, yeah, it's no, I'm not mad at her at all for doing that, man. You got to do what you got to do, man. If you want to make what's comfortable for you, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of uncomfortable, there's I don't know what this is. This trend about the Balenciaga shit. Like there's a
More
Balenciaga.
Balenciaga?
You can buy a bag of Balenciaga chips for $1,800. You can buy a mega inch. They're just what do you call
they were
salt and
done.
vinegar.
Does it say Maxi Pack on it?
Yeah, maxi pack salt and vinegar.
I thought they were done.
No, Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Nah, they made it. They made it through all the
Oh
controversy.
no! I mean, you know that shit.
Yeah, they made it through the
The
controversy.
celebrities are only offended for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't last long. It didn't take well. It didn't take. But yeah, that was I had to throw those in. But what? The chips? You want some?
People have
Hey,
too much.
and too much
people have
money.
Too much money.
Too much
and
money,
not enough
dude.
sense
Yeah.
What it is.
Way too much money, dude. Oh, and then I forgot to talk about this last week, and it got away from me because we just got away on other bullshit. But Tesla's been all kinds of shit right now with the accelerator thing sticking. I don't know if I talked about that last week. Did I talk about? Okay.
Yeah.
Then the other thing that I didn't get to was it has that self-driving thing, and it wants to. So when you're driving, and the lady has she actually showed herself doing it. When you're driving, there's 2 lanes, and you're driving, and then this lane you want to turn the turn lane, right? And she was showing that the turn lane was full of cars. She couldn't. She was in the wrong lane. She was trying to get into that lane to turn at the next street, but the line was long. But the car wanted to go in there. The car wanted to cut, and she was trying to keep it from cutting. Like, because it was like the street went like this, and the car wanted to go like that, and it was gonna hit a pole because it was trying to make the curve like, but she had to yank it the other way and shit. But it was like,
See, that just goes to show
weird,
you, man,
man.
that machine doesn't really.
It doesn't know what it's doing yet.
Yeah, it doesn't know what it's doing.
yeah, dude, it's not ready yet, man.
It doesn't have the snap that
dude.
an actual
That's the
person
truck?
has.
There was
Or
it
is
was just a Tesla.
Oh,
in general.
just a Tesla?
Just a Tesla in general. Yeah.
Did you guys happen to see the Tesla storefront on the way to Good Charlie's?
Yeah.
Like it's being built.
Oh, was it? I didn't see. I missed it.
The storefront.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. There's a guy that Dylan, and I'm sure Angel knows about him too. What's that guy? Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I lost my cursor here. I lost my place here. What's the name of that guy? Dylan. He does all the black gentleman. He does all the technology stuff. You showed me the thing with that little clip thing, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what his name is. I had it here, but it went away. What's that?
Marcus Brownlee,
Marcus Brown,
MKBHD.
yeah. Anyway, he was showing Dylan shows me shit. And he's like, I don't know who you're talking about. You're the one that showed me the goddamn link. He was showing this technology of, and I think I talked about it before. It's it's a video game. It's you got the controller and you're playing, and it's made by Disney. It's the motion floor, and when you go like turn the controller, you go like this, you slide like this on the floor.
There's gonna be barf all over the floor.
Dude,
Messing with me.
it's cool as shit, man. And you can there can be he's showing this example of it, and there's like an object on that floor, that moving floor. It's like a big pad, like a carpet, but it moves, and he has the thing. He has an object on there, and he's like with his hand, he's moving the object like that on that floor surface like this. It's crazy to the technology, man.
Hey,
The dude reviews a lot of cool shit, man. He's got like fucking millions of viewers.
I'm yelling
followers.
for Caden when I'm playing first person shooters. Caden!
Get nauseous,
And your boy getting nauseous, staring at the ground, doing this,
Oh, dude, I get nauseous.
staring at the
I'll
sky
puke.
like this.
I'll puke,
Like
dude.
I can't do that, dude. Like I can't.
I'll puke.
And he's like, "Well, just change the outlook." And I'm like, "Dude, no, my gun's still facing the ground. Like, how do I pick it up? Like, I'm all fucked up."
Nah, dude, I don't mess with the games no more, dude. I can't since they stopped doing the profile part.
I was
like
like,
that.
hey,
Profile. I just need the profile.
Plug in the NES.
Yeah, dude. That's
Give me
how-
the 16 bits.
I can't do that's too many. That's too many. The bits are too many.
We're playing Ninja Turtles because he has Game Pass, and I was like, "Hey, download that old school Ninja Turtles."
Is that when they're swimming?
No,
Yeah.
it's all like what
Swimming
do they
one.
call it? Where it's like where you just the screen.
Flat. Yeah. 2D.
Where what is it
Pixelated?
called? Side scrolling.
yeah.
That's the games that I play. Side
too.
scrolling.
Oh, like
The
Street
2D.
Fighter. Like
Yeah. it's just
Yes.
I don't want anything that looks real.
because you get
No.
lost, man. It's just I remember that time I played that a long time ago. I played that old Nintendo. Well, I forget which one it was. It was not the NES. No, it was the one after the NES. Not the NES. I'm talking about the Super Nintendo. What was after that one? There was another one after that one. Not game was no fuck. What was it? No, it wasn't. I can't remember what system it was, but it got to the point where Mario could go anywhere. He could go anywhere, and it was like it was like a view over him like that. Mario World. I
That
can't
had to
remember.
be like GameCube.
yeah,
Maybe.
it was a game.
But it was just too much freedom, dude. Like you go too many
Yeah.
places, and I don't like that, dude. Well,
That's-
just like Grand Theft Auto, it's like you can do too much, dude.
Yeah.
Like I want parameters, you know.
No, that's like I told
keep me in
him.
a box, you know.
I go because he's playing NBA Live something whatever, and I was like, he's like, "You want to play?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Can you get NBA jams?" And
Side
he's
me.
like, he goes, "What?"
Is it
And
the
I was
shoes?
like, yeah.
That's the shit, man. Is it the shoes?
He's on fire.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
hey, let me play that. Like,
That's the shit.
That was my jam right there.
man.
Remember you used to play with the big heads?
Oh yeah,
on
he had
the
the
court?
big yeah.
That's
Scottie Pippen.
like I couldn't.
I could always see Scottie Pippen.
I wanted him to play it to see.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
he's
man.
like, you can't get it. And I'm like, oh, well, this is dumb.
That's bullshit, dude. Well, we got a minute here. We'll take a quick break, Angel. Right back after these messages. Back from the messages.
Damn. Sounds like Mattress Mac over there.
Mattress Mag.
Yeah.
Fucking
Back, go to
back.
sleep. Back, go to sleep, man. Fuck that sleep.
You want it today? You can get it today.
It's full of shit, man.
Get it made today. It's American made by a bunch of illegals that work in the.
Jesus. It's not made by it's not American made.
It's not made by Americans. It's
Yeah.
made inside.
Yeah.
Why did they do that to that man?
They did him wrong,
He's
man.
an asshole.
Yeah, he's
No,
pretty-
like
pretty
he's all like they embrace him. The hip hop culture embraces
Look,
Mattress
he's a
Mac.
Houston guy. Yeah, he's a Houston. Like I said, I just I can't. I can't wait. I can't wait. I said I can't wait to see the day when that happens because people are gonna lose their fucking mind here.
What?
When the day goes, he passes away. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare when he back because the season will go nuts, dude. The fucking season will shut down if he passes away, man. It's gonna be nuts, man.
Damn.
That's all Houston has to live for.
Yeah.
Mattress Mac.
Mattress Mac, man, old cat. Anyway, back to the Star Wars bullshit. Gonna kind of put a
Padaween.
Padaween.
Is that her name? Padme.
I think about Pad Thai.
Hey, I would have had both of them like
I
this.
like Pad Thai.
I would have had both of
I
them.
like when
Padme.
Michael tells him, he goes, I want to have Pad Thai. He goes, you never had Pad Thai before. That's what's name tells him.
Ryan.
Ryan tells him, you never had Pad Thai before. You ever had Pad Thai?
I don't know what that
Pad Thai
is.
is my favorite food.
It's got peanuts and shit. It's like noodles, right? It's like
It's
noodles.
noodles and it's got peanuts and cilantro.
You might
I
like
get it
it.
with
little bit
tofu,
of
but you
chicken.
can get it
Yeah.
with chicken or
Yeah.
whatever.
This shit sounds delicious.
When she gave
Thai
when Jen-
cuisine.
Super good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had damn, I just totally forgot what they were. Some kind of noodles. Singapore noodles.
Mm. Well, the
Oh, those shits is bomb. Bomb.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Singapore noodles. They're hard to find.
What, can you describe?
Are they round?
No, it's very spicy.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
wow.
that. I'm all
It's
about that.
A lot of curry.
I'm down. I'm down.
They're yellow because from the curry.
Mm.
Like, this shit is fucking delicious. And I'm not a curry guy. Like, not at all.
Steph Curry guy. I'm a Steph Curry guy. Not really though. Dude, so May the 4th, we're gonna get this shit out. I'm gonna get it out finally. I'm gonna get this shit out there. So I'm gonna try to squeeze it out there. Okay, so May the 4th, Star Wars, man, a big Star Wars guy. But the thing that I enjoyed the most about this whole Star Wars thing was oh, they just said something. The whole
Say
thing.
a word.
Oh, I thought you said something. The whole thing I enjoyed about the Star Wars, like the spinoffs and shit, like or the things that kind of were inspired by Star Wars. You could tell, like there was the Last Starfighter, and that was like a knockoff, Star Wars knockoff. It was kind of in space, and they were the first to use that 3D modeling or 3D animation, and it was terrible. The movie came out in '84, and it looked bad, dude. But the Last Starfighter, it's a guy. He lives in a trailer park, and he's playing this video game called Last Starfighter. And he gets the high score.
Yeah.
And they come down and
He meets one of the lizard people.
yeah, man. They come down and they come
One
down.
of the Dracos.
It was like the Draco, and they come down and it looks like a Tesla. Back then they were ahead of their time. It looked like a Tesla. He picked him up, had the little the gold wing doors or the fucking what? The gold. I think they're the wing gold. And he hops in. They take his ass to space, and he goes up there and he takes on the force up there, the bad guys up there in space, the weirdos.
Yeah. I remember that movie because he met one of the reptilians.
Yeah, he and kind of it's funny because the little reptilian guy that's his buddy in there looks like kind of the same lizard guy that's in there's another movie that was kind of inspired by because of Star Wars, was called Enemy Mine in 1985, and it starred Lou Gossett Jr. And Lou Gossett Jr. looked like that reptilian, and he used to have he had these little bubbles over here on his cheeks like that, and anyway, the whole funny thing about that Enemy Mine they had Lou Gossett Jr. in it, he was an alien. He got pregnant, and he was a man. He got pregnant. He had a baby, and it was him and
Ahead of its time, wasn't it?
yeah, absolutely, it was ahead of his time. What was the other thing too? The guy I forget who's the co-star is one of the. I don't know if it's a Baldwin brother. No, it's not a Baldwin. I can't forget who it's one of the handsome gentlemen actors from back in that time in the 80s. But yeah, in it was 85, and Lou Gossett Jr. was in that, and we just recently lost him, didn't we? Lou Gossett, he just
I
passed away.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was also one of my other favorites was Iron Eagle.
He was in that also, huh?
Yeah, Iron Eagle was good shit, man.
He didn't. I think him and Danny Glover came out about the same time. I feel like he was like a knockoff Danny Glover.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of Lou Gossett Jr. had more of a likability to him. Danny Glover didn't. I thought he was more of a dick. Like Danny Glover was kind of more of a douche, and I didn't really care for him. But I did.
No, but like he didn't get the roles. He probably should have. He didn't get the roles that Danny Glover did.
No, Danny Glover got the big shit like Predator 2 and fucking.
But they were almost like they came out at the same fucking time.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they were similar.
Dennis Quaid is who you were.
Dennis Quaid. That's right. One of the Quaids, right? What did Jack say? It was about the Randy Quaid? One of the out of the three Quaids. That's what gets him riled up.
Yeah.
Something like that. I can't remember Jack, Will and Grace. But yeah, Quaid. But that was a good one. It was like I said, ahead of the time. Like he was a man alien, and he had the baby and shit. It was just it was a good movie. It was a pretty good movie.
You know who Billy Carson is?
No.
He's he's not a scientist. He does a lot of research on like UFOs and ancient civilizations. He's a black guy, Billy Carson. You've probably seen him. Talks about the emerald tablets and everything else like that.
If I see him, I probably know him.
So yeah, if you saw him, you would know exactly who he was.
Carson?
Yeah,
Billy
Carson.
Was it Carson? The one that ran for president? That black dude, Carson. He was terrible.
Ben Carson.
He always had the nasty little hands. His hands were always like that. They were always the weird little hands.
But talking about Star Wars,
yeah.
he was talking about how the Star Wars story is actually what was going on in like when aliens and everybody, you know, the reptilians and all the different the tall
the tall people.
yeah, the tall so all those people and all that stuff, it is for real Star Wars what's going on, minus the love story and all that other nonsense that the filler in the Star Wars movie. But he was like, yeah, man, all that shit that you see, that fucking what's his name, the creator of Star Wars, Lucas. Yeah, like he actually got a lot of that from what's actually going on.
Oh no shit, dude. That's what he kind of stole from the.
Yes.
Is it like conspiracy shit or no?
Yeah, he like him and what's the dude's name that created the actual Star Trek?
Oh fuck, I know that one out. So, you know what? I couldn't get into Star Trek. Do you like Star Trek? I didn't like it.
Yeah, the back in the 60s with Spock and fucking Shatner.
Yeah, Shatner was a pimp.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
But I couldn't get into it, man.
He was talking about like that was real shit too. It's not J.J. Abrams. What's his name?
Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry. Yes.
I said J.J.
So
J.J.
Gene
Evans.
Roddenberry also knew what was going on, like as far as like alien technology and all that stuff, and that's where he got a lot of his ideas for Star Trek.
Okay.
So those dudes knew something was up, kind of like because the what was it, Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Mm-hmm.
Who directed that?
Was it King? No, it wasn't. No,
it was
Spielberg.
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Kubrick. It was the guy that directed Star Wars.
Lucas? Oh yeah, was it Lucas?
Lucas.
Yeah, because he had not Dustin Hoffman. God, what's his name? Not Dustin Hoffman. Jesus Christ, the guy from Stand By Me, the narrator. It had him. Richard Dreyfuss. He was the main character.
No.
Like
Close Encounters of the Third Kind was Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Oh, Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg.
But it had him though, right? Dreyfuss.
Yeah,
Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss was in it.
So when those movies were coming out, a lot of the stuff from actual encounters and all that other stuff, that's where they were getting their material from.
Stealing that shit, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of using it and kind of bending the truth.
Yes, correct.
But yeah, man, like those movies, man, those are the kind of things that shaped me and gave me imagination, like space. And I was always fascinated with space, man. I always wanted to know.
I wanted to be an astronaut at one point in time. I just didn't have the math in me.
I didn't have the math.
I couldn't math for shit.
I didn't have the math in me, and I didn't have the thing to. I'm scared to fly, so that's not gonna happen.
My little rocket ship didn't go all the way up in elementary.
You
made it halfway.
ED, erectile dysfunction. But then the other thing was another thing that was a spoof was the Spaceballs. Spaceballs, dude.
Spaceballs is a shit.
With John Candy and fucking
That's like
That
when
was-
we were at back pew. And
Yeah,
I was like,
dude.
hey,
Yeah, that was, dude. I'd love to have that.
looking
Make that
for
into-
barf in there.
Yeah, barf, dude. Fucking John Candy and Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman. I think it's Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman, because Bill Paxton's dead, right?
Bill Paxton's dead.
Yeah, so Bill Pullman.
And
is the
then
one.
Mr. Solinsky, Rick
Oh,
Moranis.
Rick Moranis, yeah, dude. He's dude. You know that I don't know. I probably talked about this on the fucking show. I always repeat myself sometimes, it's because I just like to hear myself talk. Rick Moranis, he was in New York, I think, and he got punched in the face by by somebody that attacked him. Man, it was fucked up. Like poor guy. Like I said, Honey, I
He's a
Shrunk the.
national treasure, and you punch him in the
I
face.
know, dude. He's a fucking. He's the best. He's little, man. He's a little guy. You know, what are you gonna hit him for? He's got the glasses and shit.
Joan Rivers was in Spaceballs.
Yeah, she was the robot, huh? She was
Yeah.
TP3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was fucking, that was a great movie. Like I said, that was funny as shit to me. Yogurt was, what's his name? What's his name? The Jewish gentleman, Mel Brooks. Mel
He's
Brooks.
the one that was his movie.
Yeah, it's his shit, man. He was very, he wasn't afraid to touch those, hit those lines.
He did
man.
a lot of spoof movies.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't like it.
What?
That's why I didn't like it, because I don't like any Mel Brooks movies.
What?
Only,
Young
Young
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
that's the only one.
What hump?
It's
Yeah.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
That's
Yeah.
one of my weirdo
But yeah,
crushes.
yeah, John Candy, dude, that was he was so good in that. I like when he's eating snacks in the back. He's eating the little milk bone little milk bone cookies and shit. It's fucking hilarious, man. I loved it.
Crazy.
One of my favorite things. But yeah, those Star Wars started a lot of stuff, man. It also had inspired Aliens.
Yeah.
Inspired that movie too as
Shout
well.
out, Dad.
Huh?
Shout out, Dad.
Oh yeah, your dad loves that movie.
You know,
He
they're
loves
about-
that whole series.
I
that
wish he
whole-
was here to say we're on an elevator to hell, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know they're about to this summer they're about to release a new one. No, for October or September.
I know it's coming. Yeah,
Another one
It's
coming, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
another one.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope they do it right, man. I hope they do it. I hope they give it justice, man. Because
Was he
Those are
a
scary.
fan of Prometheus?
I don't know.
Did
if
he like Prometheus?
Yeah, I think he's seen them all. I don't know if he's seen them all.
I'm
I mean,
sure
I know
he
he watches
did.
them, but I don't
Because
sure he's-
Prometheus is like the beginning of Aliens.
I'm sure he watched it.
That was a
He's a-
really good
yeah.
movie.
He's a big fan of that stuff.
Loves it.
He's into any action movie, and again, because like I said, and like I said this before on the show, because of him, we go to all the traditions of the Fast and the Furious. We have to go see those together. The Fast and the Furious movies. Those are. It's just family time. That's time to go spend time together and laugh at the ridiculousness of Fast and the Furious. Let's see. There was one other thing I was gonna hit on, but yeah, space things are always my shit, man. I love that whole genre of stuff, man. To go off on a fucking take a big left turn here. Did you know in South Korea, the big thing is to the surge after the pandemic and COVID-19 is to have use a pet rock to combat loneliness. Is what they have after the pandemic.
They've been doing this shit for years.
Yeah, I think it's a big kick in South
Can
Korea.
I leave this planet now?
No, it's not time yet. It's
had
not time.
entirely enough.
Not time yet. Yeah, we still got a little time left.
It's pathetic.
But pet rock now. But
Hey,
yeah.
loser, go out of your house and talk to a human.
yeah, right. No, I mean it's
Got their
different.
own little geode, a little mineral. Don't go anywhere.
Fucking,
At least we had Tamagotchis and shit, but they made noise and you had to
yeah,
feed
you had to
it
feed
and
this some
it
bitch.
had
Yeah,
responsibility.
I always killed him.
A rock?
I always killed him. I always killed him.
I didn't even have one.
the Tamagotchi, whatever
Yep.
you call.
A nano or
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Tamagotchi
yeah, yeah.
or whatever.
You feed his ass and shit. Yeah.
Did you have one of those, Vinny?
No, not at all.
Me either.
Jesus. You know what we did do in high school? I think it was high school, like 8th grade, like 9th or like 10th or 11th grade. In that, they used to make you do that thing where you take the egg home.
The egg, yeah.
I used to love that, man. That was cool. Like I always saw it in movies and TV, and I was like, I hope we get to do that when I make it to that, high school.
Yeah.
And they did, man. It was cool. You take the egg home. You kept it. Huh? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, the little egg, you took it home. You took care of it. And you made sure you didn't crack the motherfucker. You didn't break him and shit. But yeah, it was that was
Which
cool.
was kind of stupid because if you dropped it, broke it,
Just get another
you
one.
just get another one.
Yeah, just get another one. I think they marked it. I forgot how the teacher
Yeah,
did it back
but-
in the day. Yeah, I know. It's you can get another one. You can replace it. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that. And then I think in home ec back in my day, I sound like old man. Back in my day, they used to in home ec used to get the baby. They used to give you the baby, like the fake baby, and if you
I'd have killed that thing for sure.
No,
I'd have left
it-
it in the car.
so what they did, they would give you a key to it, like for its back. If you couldn't make it stop cracking, if you had to the point where you couldn't get it to stop cracking, you just put the key and you turn it off.
I would have just left it off all weekend.
Well, I know, but the whole
I wonder
point
if you can find those things. I don't even think they do this shit
the
anymore.
baby thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Probably not. It's probably offensive.
Yeah.
It's probably offensive to people who can't have babies or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
something. I don't
You know how it is.
You never know how it goes, man. But that's always a sketchy subject.
They're not allowed to have
Yeah.
babies.
And then I guess to tighten up here and kind of wrap her up here to close her out here. I think it's basketball season, it's playoffs and stuff, and it's this is my time of the year. I usually love watching basketball. We still do. It's hard to watch nowadays, but it's because the fouls and the traveling is too much and shit. But I try to watch them just because I enjoy. It's just tradition for me to watch this time of the year, playoff season. And then it was the other night. It was Shaq and them at the end. They were wrapping up the episode of the NBA. NBA did not, or the NBA.
Somewhere where they got the big ass TVs.
Yeah, and so they're wrapping it up. And Shaq and them, they're talking their bullshit, and then
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley insulted. Their people were pissed because Charles and Barkley insulted Galveston. He goes because he was talking about I think the Pelicans lost, and he was like, "Man, we're not going to send them motherfuckers to Cancun. We're going to send them to shitty ass. Just make them drive up to fucking Galveston, go sit on that shitty ass beach. Y'all call that a beach? Just a fucking mud hole."
Damn.
Yeah, he said Galveston sucks. He goes,
You got to remember he played for the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he got into it with Shaq. Like, in fact, they fought on when he was Shaq was with the Lakers and he was with the Rockets, and they got into fisticuffs and they got into it, man. And finally later, Charles Barkley's like, "I was so glad that they yanked me away from him because I wasn't gonna swing on Shaq, man. There was no way I was gonna swing on Shaq because he's too fucking big. Like, he would have killed me." And
yeah, dude, they were standing in the studio together.
Yeah,
and Shaq fucking like towered
dude,
over them guys.
Yeah, he ain't no joke, man. Like, Shaq's a big fella, man. But yeah, what?
You can buy the baby now.
Oh, don't.
It's $300, but now you just use an app on your phone.
Oh, okay. Wow. You don't have to use a little key. It was like a little key, and you turn them off, or they turn it off when it cried or whatever. But you had to feed it.
If you want it with a dark skin tone, it's $30 extra. Is that not horrible?
No, but
Why
I guess
do you have to pay extra?
I guess it's paying homage, for all the bad stuff. You're paying homage to that and giving back. Kind of,
you gotta pay more for the dark one.
That's what I'm saying. You're giving.
Get some extra
but
flavor.
who's buying it? They're having to pay more for the dark one.
They are. But I'm saying, I guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's offensive. I think that's it's very offensive. That's rude.
Like a little more charge.
Yeah, it's rude. So rude. But yeah, man, that was just funny. Charles Barkley, he had a good thing there by saying, nasty ass Galveston, man, dirty ass water. And I agree, it's disgusting. Like I said,
it's dirty, but when it's all you have, it's all you have.
That's all we got. I'll take it.
We don't have the luxury of flying to fancy beaches, assholes.
No, yeah, like like I said, I've talked, I'm sure, many times that beach that glows. I love that, the beach that glows, the water that glows and shit.
Bacteria.
Is that what that is? Allergy, huh? Algae.
It's like an algae bacteria thing. Yeah.
But anyway, that was just. I thought that was funny. Charles has always got something to say, man. He's always funny. He don't hold punches, man. He talks a lot of shit. I enjoy him on that show there. But yeah, it's a playoff season, and we're pulling for. We're usually pulling for Dallas, the Mavericks, but I'm still no matter what, I'm still a Lakers fan, dude. I'm always gonna be a Lakers fan, and I think we're on the last. We're probably gonna be on the last year here of LeBron and shit. So I think he's almost gone.
So.
I think he's almost gone.
He's almost gone.
He's almost gone. I think he's mentioned a couple of times that he's gonna stop after this year.
Yeah,
but
his hairline's back.
Yeah, he's
in the back already.
Way gone. You were looking at we were looking at that one. I don't know if it was a basketball player or what we were looking at that day. You could tell it was all shiny, like it was too shiny.
That was a local newscaster.
Oh, the newscaster. That's right.
Local newscaster.
It was way too shiny. It was like shiny as fuck, dude. There was
I don't want to say his name, but he.
No, yeah. Because he's
shows your name.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Star Wars, man. It was my thing as a kid. I had bought all the action. As I got older, I went back and bought all the action figures. As when I was like in my teens, I went back to buy what you could find back then. And I used to love that shit, man. I had the Millennium Falcon, the whole thing, the whole parts.
You decided one day to give it to Dylan to play with, and he broke the arms and legs off of everything. Broke the doors off the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, the fucking root, the top and shit.
That was probably a mistake.
But you try to do that. Yeah, you try to do the hand me down thing. Sometimes it doesn't work, man. But I used to love all those damn toys, man. And that's my favorite thing, playing with those. I was old as shit. I was over there playing with them and fighting them and shit. That's the imagination. It goes a long way. But that's all I got for the May the 4th shit. Vinny, you got something else? No,
I'm good.
No, you're good. Okay, yeah, we had Had a good time the other day. It was had some beers, and we're about to have a good time in a minute. We're gonna have a little segment here after we get done here and try some Pop-Tarts and whatnot. You'll see it on the TikToks and Instagrams and all that shit. We'll put the videos up of us being fat hogs with the Pop-Tarts here in a minute. You'll see. We're gonna have a little big tasty taste test here. So we'll see how it goes. When we're gonna indulge in some breakfast pastries here in a minute. So
I'm gonna pull back the curtain on your bullshit.
come on, man. I think you can tell the difference between Pop-Tarts, and you can tell the difference between.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing right now.
Toasties, whatever they're called.
I'm gonna tell you
toasties.
where the off-brand has an up on Pop-Tarts.
Don't say the fucking feeling.
No.
Don't say that.
Damn.
You don't even have to get to the Pop-Tart before you already find out why it's better.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of this bullshit here. We're gonna hard hitting issues here like the Pop-Tarts. We're gonna figure it out, man.
I'm talking about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week, and then we keep on the social media, our social media there. Follow us, all that good stuff, and like I said, keep on the big tasty taste test challenge there. The next one we got Pop-Tarts. You ready to eat, Vinny? You ready for some Pop-Tarts? All right, we're gonna eat some Pop-Tarts, and anything else? I think that was pretty much it, man. I don't think we have anything else coming up anytime soon. What's that?
I'm talked out.
No, we got some other. We'll have some shit coming up, and like keep on us. We're gonna be doing a lot of on location stuff coming up. We're waiting for some things to fall into place, but we're gonna be on location a lot. So, thank you for tuning in to the ones, and stay tuned, guys. Thank you.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.